What are the most common requirements to obtain temporary or permanent residency in Paraguay, Jose? How long does the process of obtaining a Paraguayan ID card take?
Well, my advice, if they contact us before they come to Paraguay, is to work together. We make sure that they get the right documents, because I have people that came here before and they didn't have the right documents, so it's a big delay for them.
What has been the most challenging case you work on and how did you resolve it?
Well, I think Paraguay is going to blow up in a good way in the next 10 to 20 years. So probably there will be some changes in when it comes to immigration. Right now is the exact moment to come to Paraguay, because I'm assuming that in the next 10 years things are going to be more difficult.
Welcome everyone to another episode here in our podcast. Paraguay has become a destination for those who seek a place where taxation is predictable, life moves at a calmer rhythm, and opportunities are still accessible to those with vision. Today we're with Jose Andino. How are you, Jose?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Jose is the head of English-speaking market here in Prestige Legal and Immigration Department. He's a specialist in serving international clients from Europe, North America, and beyond, providing clear guidance in English on residency, tax, and investment strategies. Okay, here we have a few questions, Jose. For example, what are the main challenges foreigners face when trying to regularize their status in Paraguay?
I think the challenges to trying to overpose is mostly all the time just to get the right documents in order to get to submit the documents to immigration. It's very important to understand that sometimes it's complicated to get the apostles or the birth certificate from some people from some countries, like for example Asia or the Middle East. Never had problems with people from America or Europe, or most part of Europe, but there are countries in Europe as well, like Romania or Poland, and some countries that are very difficult to get the documentation in order to get the residency here in Paraguay. But yes, it's sometimes a bit complicated from countries that I mentioned before.
Some countries you can obtain from distance, from internet, and from and other countries don't, right?
I mean, the best way to work with the clients is to before they come to Paraguay, they contact us, and we make sure that they get all the right documents before they arrive to Paraguay. So it's very important to understand again that we need to get the right documents before they come here, because otherwise it's going to be a big delay for them.
Yes. What are the most common requirements to obtain temporary or permanent residency in Paraguay, Jose?
The requirements to get the residency here in Paraguay are very simple: birth certificate with apostle, police clearance with apostle, and if they're married, they need a divorce certificate or marriage certificate, and that's it. If you're underage, under 14 years old, you don't need the police clearance, and that's it.
Very good. And country to country, there are more or less requisites or not?
No. Everybody has the same requirements, but sometimes it's just more difficult to get. For example, a person from Pakistan, and if he lives somewhere, it's very complicated for him to get his birth certificate. Or maybe I know people from Cuba. Their government is not working that well, so they have always problems getting their documents. But they have other options here to get residency because of their how everybody knows how Cuba is it's today. So but there are countries that are more difficult than others. That's for sure.
Of course. What are the difference between temporary and permanent residency in terms of benefit and obligations?
The differences between those two residencies are the temporary lasts 2 years, and you get access to Cédula, which is the national ID here in Paraguay. And with Cédula, you can access to bank accounts, you can get driver's license, you can go to hospitals, you can you can do pretty much everything like normal Paraguayan people, like we do, right? And the permanent residency, it gives you, it's called permanent, and it lasts 10 years instead of 2, like the temporary. And you also, after 3 years, you can apply for citizenship. That's the difference between them.
Basically, the time, right?
Yeah, it's just the time frame. Yes.
On average, how long does the process of obtaining a Paraguayan ID card take?
Well, after you submit all your documents at migration, you have to wait 3 months to get your residency card. And with your residency card and some other documents, you go to Identificaciones here in Asunción, and you apply for cédula. And you get your cédula in between 20 to 30 days. But now, I think they're making some changes there, and things are gonna get done faster now. Probably next year. That's what I've been reading on the news.
Very good, very good. What advice would you give someone who's considering moving to Paraguay but doesn't know where to begin with the paperwork?
Well, my advice, if they contact us before they come to Paraguay, is to work together, before they come here. And what we do is we make sure that they get the right documents. Because I have people that came here before, and they contact me here, and they didn't have the right documents. So it's a big delay for them, and it's it costs more money for them to do all the documentations again. So my advice is always contact us before you come to Paraguay, and we make sure that you get the right documents. And that's it. The secret is to get the documents right in order to submit the documents here in Paraguay.
Because if you miss one document, you have to travel again, and there is the flight cost and everything.
I have a client from Romania before, right? And he came here with all his documents. He thought, because I didn't talk to him before he came here, I just met him here. And so I've reviewed all his documents here, and to me, it seems like everything was right. It was good, right? Then we submit the documents at Migraciones, and there was this problem with the stamp, and it wasn't translated into English because it was in Romanian, right? But it has a Spanish translation with notarized, with signatures and stamps and everything, but it didn't work here. So what I'm saying is, like, it's always good if we know what documents you get in from the beginning, because sometimes here you get the surprise that it's not the right document, and so you have to do it again. So instead of getting his residency in 3 months, we get it in 6 months. So that's the problem, and it costs more money because you have to send back his documents and wait for it, and people get nervous. And I know this family wanted to go back because he thought it wasn't going to get the residency, but at the end he got it. But it took him 3 more months to get it instead of 3 months.
Yeah, of course.
So that's a big problem sometimes. People don't like to wait.
Yes, of course. How do Paraguay's immigration laws compare to those of other countries in the region?
I think Paraguay legislation, it's way easier than most countries here in South America, because it gives people easy access to the residency when it comes to immigration, right? And Paraguay, it's very simple. It doesn't ask questions like other countries, doesn't make you spend more money than like other countries in the region. It's way simple. It's faster, and you don't even have to speak Spanish to get it, and you don't have to stay here those 2 years in order to get your residency. You can just apply for residency, and once you get your residency, go back to wherever you come from.
Very good. Even I heard that Paraguay is better to have residency here than other countries like Dubai, for example. I heard that from clients.
Yeah, Paraguay is way easier because of the taxes isn't that high like other countries, and I think that's the most reason that people come to Paraguay right now is because of taxes.
What recent changes have there been in Paraguayan legislation that affect residency or immigration processes?
Well, in the past, I've been doing this 4 years now, and nothing really changed that much. I think what's going to change,
In the beginning, I think is a 5K deposit.
Yeah, that's true. But when I started doing this, it was already taken off
Okay.
the table. But it's not necessary to do that. Even the medical certificate, you don't need it anymore too. And sometimes they don't even ask you for a marriage certificate, because I have clients before that they forgot that and we applied to without it and they get it anyways. But it depends of each client is different, and each agent that it's there at the moment you submit your documents is different too. So everybody has different opinions, and sometimes they ask for it and sometimes they don't. Some documents. Yes.
What has been the most challenging case you work on, and how did you resolve it?
It gets difficult when a client has criminal records back home.
Okay.
So when that happens, so what we have to do is, we have a legal section here at Prestige. So we give them all the information about the case that they have in their countries. So they make a letter explaining what happened. And if it's not that hard of a charge, they will get the residency. But if it's something strong, like, I don't know, murder, or I don't know, something stronger than
something bigger,
driving and a drunken driving or something like that, it's very impossible to get it. But you can get the residency with criminal records, but it has to be old and it has been dropped and all that. And our legal team has to review all that, make the letter and explain that what happened. And you won't be able to submit your documents right away, because you have to send the letter explaining what happened in your country to the legal section of the immigration. They have to review that and investigate a little bit in your country. And after like 2 or 3 months, they'll give you an answer, and they'll tell you if you're going to be able to get the residency or not.
Very interesting. Is there a particular profile of foreigners who most frequently seeks residency in Paraguay? Like, for example, investor, workers.
Well, I'll put it this way. Americans are first always in like English-speaking countries, percent, right? Then we have Europeans. Now we have a lot of Australians coming to Paraguay as well. Canadians. But the people that are asking to get residency with the SOS program from the Foreign Affairs Ministry are people from Asia. Most people from Dubai or those Middle East countries they're asking for that process, and they want to invest money here in Paraguay. I have been working with people from Pakistan, people from Dubai. They asking for the SOS program. Where do they get the residency, the permanent residency? But I haven't done that with Americans yet, or Europeans. For that reason.
And now is a good moment to explain, because there are 2 ways to obtain the temporary residency.
The permanent, you mean?
The permanent.
Yes.
The permanent.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's called the SOS program. And it's for investors. You have to invest in Paraguay $7,000 in a frame of time, and you have to meet the goals. You have to propose the government here your business plan, and they have to study everything. You have to bring a bunch of documents with it, and it's a lot of work to do. But it's it's way faster. You don't have to wait 2 years to get the permanent residency.
The permanent.
And you get access to the permanent residency right away. And if you have family, they're all inside of that package as well.
Very good.
But it's more work for us, because there are a lot of documents that we have to gather in order to get that.
The business plan, 5 employees.
Yes,
and
you have
everything.
to have a place to work, an office. You have to, you have to prove everything to them. You have to have furnaces and computers.
But this is very good for a client that wants to invest and start a company here in Paraguay.
If you have the ability to do that, yes, it's very good. And plus, like I said, you get access to the permanent residency, which everybody's looking for.
Right away. And the other way to obtain the permanent is
It's just
Is-
go through the normal process. You get your temporary residency and wait 2 years, and then you apply for permanent.
Permanent.
After that, yes.
And that's
90
it.
days before it expires.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. Do you think Paraguay has been attracting more foreigners lately?
Yeah. Oh, definitely yes. Most because of the tax. Because this is what I heard from my clients. Right. They are tired of paying high taxes in their country, in Europe, in the United States, Canada, Asia, even, right? They're all paying about 40 to 60% of taxes in their country, and they don't want to do that anymore. So everybody, that's what Paraguay gives you that, it's easy Paraguay when it comes to taxes, because it's only like 10%. Whatever you make, they'll only take 10% to government. So, yeah, most people are coming here to Paraguay because of taxes, and it's way
Because
easier
of taxes. The automotive is more in the Spanish market, like Spain or Mexico, for example. They suffer a lot of occupation,
here.
illegal occupation. That is very big for them.
For example, yes, in
Yes.
the United States and also in Spain, I think.
In
Right,
Spain, yes.
yeah.
In Spain, it's very big. That
Yeah.
it's incredible. How do you see the future of immigration policies in Paraguay?
Well, I think Paraguay is going to blow up in a good way in the next 10 to 20 years. So probably there will be some changes in when it comes to immigration and the way to apply to residency. They probably will make it a little more harder for people because it's way easier now. So I think right now is the exact moment to come to Paraguay because I'm assuming that in the next 10 years things are going to be more difficult because it is it's how it is. If you read about history around the world in all the countries, big countries that used to be like Paraguay now, they have the same. They go through the same stuff, So it's very important to understand that in the next 10 to 20 years, Paraguay is going to be blowing in a
A
good
lot of
way
changes.
economically.
A lot of changes.
So I see Paraguay getting a lot of people now, but things are gonna get a little bit more difficult in the next 10 years probably.
What aspects do you believe make Paraguay an attractive place to live and work?
I think Paraguay is first again taxes, right, and then people are nice here. Everybody knows about Paraguayans how nice we are with foreigners. We like foreigners. We welcome everybody, and land, it's cheap. Living life is cost is low. Taxes again, and you get good food. You get good places, nature. You got everything here. I think Paraguay is a great country to be right now.
A lot of green, a lot
All
of
green.
plants and everything. Is there something you wish people understood better about the legal process related to immigration?
I think it's very important. I always mention this all the time. The clients need to understand that you cannot rush things here in Paraguay. And before you come to Paraguay, you have to make sure you have all the right documents. And Paraguayans are very, slow. We don't like being pushed. And if you're trying to rush things here, you're not going to get anything. And so be patient. Just adopt to the Paraguayan way to do things here, and you get everything you want. But just be patient. Yeah.
In everything, right?
In everything.
In everything. Very good. Okay. Thank you very much, Jose, and see you in the next podcast.
All right. Thank you.